was Daniel Stern. And now Wally Hudson.
If I seem a little strained, my back, it's the kind of pain that makes you feel you're alive. I'd like to read 3 lines. I work with adolescents, and part of that, I'm convinced, is in some kind of way of reclaiming my own childhood. Anyway, this poem is called What We Did Wrong, 1956. What we thought we did wrong was lust for the new bodies of the older girls. We delighted in a child's tests of cruelty. Tearing things apart made us whole. The Jewish junkman suspected this and drove his old gray daily bias in silence. The time he left his wagon unattended, we set fire to the oily rags piled up in it. When he came screaming down the road, the air blackened with our laughter. We laughed at the yellow-eyed Negro who chased us epileptic through the town's main street on Saturday afternoons when we were 12. And we made the alcoholic Indian dance around the flagpole in front of the post office until the night he was run over dead by a drunken traveling salesman on 490. 25 years later, I see those older girls young and feel again that dumb ache after a madness none of us understood. Different sort of poem. There was, I lived in a rural area for a while, 3 of us. It was a pretty crazy time. It was poverty-ridden, and in the middle of it, we took this derelict from the downtown streets of Albany and brought him home with us. The poem is called The Last Hold. We found him sweeping the streets of the downtown Italian market and drove him home with us to the side of the dirt road. He had been the city's favorite derelict, 56 years old, unkempt, gray hair, beard, a paralyzed hand, and he wore the same pair of pants throughout the entire year I knew him. His name was James, he would insist, and if you called him Jimmy, he wouldn't speak to you for a week. When he got angry, he waved his bad hand. He told us, romance deferred sickens the heart, and declared the greatest day in American history was when the lights went out in New York City and youth directed traffic with their white handkerchiefs. Once he tried to burn down a field, but again and again the wind put out the match flame. He slept with the dogs who knew him best and often woke, cried with them in the darkness, and recalled the time when, living in a Catholic workers' home, he entered a cathedral in a drunken rage, removed the icons he discovered there, and threw them over a cliff. After he moved away, I stood alone in the empty room that had been his and felt a constriction at the base of my skull where something had reached up to take one last desperate hold.
It's a shame that the people that he's talking about can't come and defend themselves, isn't it?
Nobody's got to defend themselves. Nobody has to defend themselves.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No.
Everybody he's talking about should be able to come back and talk about why they're like that.
Oh, yeah.